Hello guys, so I have just attended the briefing for the all new Scrambler. Okay, not all new, but the second generation of the Scrambler that will soon be launched by Ducati. How soon? 2023. However, I can't show you that exact motorcycle. It was in a closed environment that they showed us the bike production ready. They gave us all the necessary details, including the oily bits, about what to expect from the second generation of the Scrambler. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to use this older Scrambler or the current generation Scrambler as a reference to just tell you what the changes are. So I'm going to leave it to your imagination to sort of envision what it's going to be like, but hopefully you'll get a good idea of what to expect from the new Scrambler. Let's get on with it. Let me reiterate, this is just for representation. This is not the new Scrambler. I'm using the older Scrambler just to give you an idea of what the new Scrambler is going to look like. And I'm going to use the yellow color because the yellow color will continue to remain as the signature color for the new Scrambler as well. So what's going to happen in terms of the design is that this metal part that you see, it's still going to be a metal tank. And imagine this to be the tank, whereas the yellow bits that you see on this tank, the yellow color that you see on this tank is actually going to be an exterior case. It's going to be made in plastic, and this is going to be switchable. You can, customizable, switchable, call it what you like. You can essentially swap these panels with a different color, mix and match colors if you want to. This will remain the common tank in the same brushed aluminum finish, while this will be plastic panels that can be swapped. So you can literally mix and match two colors, leave the fender in some other color, have the tank in another color, so you can do something like that. As far as the fuel filler cap goes, it's going to be very, very similar to this with the Born Free written on it. So no change there. But if you take a look at the headlight, that X-shaped detailing that you see inside is now going to be on the outside, a much thicker X panel made out of metal that is going to be on the outside. And of course the 4-segmented LED signature, the DRL signature, will be there as well. The tire sizes are going to be the same. The tire choice, the stock tire, is also going to be the same. That means it's going to be the Pirelli MT60 RS, and it's going to be in the same sizes. So that's a 110 80 18 for the front and a 180 17 for the rear. So that is going to be unchanged. No changes there. They have, however, made changes to the chassis and the subframe. So what they've done is the foot peg position is going to remain the same. However, the handlebar is going to be slightly lower, slightly flatter in nature compared to the older Scrambler. So it's going to be a little bit more aggressive on the riding posture, on the riding triangle, is what we are told. But we'll have to wait and find that out once we ride the motorcycle. They've also changed the exhaust a bit. It's going to be a single exhaust canister like this, but the routing of the pipes is going to be slightly different, not very different, but it's going to be slightly different. And the rear suspension, the mounting is again going to be slightly different. Not a big change, but it's going to be slightly different. The engine largely remains unchanged as far as the specs go, but it has been brought up to speed with the newer generation of motorcycles. So it's cleaner. It's also lighter. So to give you a quick overview, it's about 5 kilos lighter. The new Scrambler will be about 5 kilos lighter than the older Scrambler. So how they've achieved that is 2.8 kg savings with the chassis and 2.2 kilo savings with the new engine. So like I said, it's not an all new engine, but certain components have been changed to make it lighter. The gearbox has been revised quite a bit. There is a new quick shifter, a new set of gear ratios as well. So the gearbox has been revised slightly, and like I said, the exhaust system has been revised slightly as well. So those are going to be the primary changes. The grab rail remains under the seat like you see on the older bike. It's going to be a similar design, but the design of the tail light, however, is going to change. So the overall shape is going to be almost the same, but the signature, you get this U-shaped signature. So instead of that U, now it's going to be a dash, a U, and a dash again. So a slight bit of change on the DRL signature. The turn blinkers are almost similar to the outgoing motorcycle. As far as the seat goes, they have made changes to the seat. It's going to be slightly wider, slightly flatter, and there's a difference in the cushioning to make it a little bit more comfortable for urban as well as slightly longish durations. So that's the change to the seating as well. So that is what they have done, and the final bit of change is going to be on the instrumentation. So the round instrumentation goes in, will come a new horizontal tablet kind of or a phone kind of a digital display, fully digital, but it's going to be squarish or rectangle, and then it's going to have a round bezel like this, a crescent, not a full round but a crescent that they'll have to sort of establish relation with the older motorcycle. But yeah, this essentially goes, and in comes a squarish, a more angular instrumentation. So that is going to be the other change. Otherwise, when you look at it, you will know it's a Scrambler. It is going to be an evolution of the older Scrambler. It may not look all new, but there's going to be enough newness to it to justify a generation change, and maybe even an increased price tag, a slightly increased price tag. However, this will remain one of their most accessible motorcycles. It will still be an 800cc, and like I said, it will be revealed officially in 2023, and I expect it to come to India by mid 2023. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about the new Scrambler, put them in the comment section below and I'll answer them myself.